Hello and welcome to the Vlogging Pod. Here's my news poll for you today. A new national poll reported by The Hill finds that 58% of Americans say the head of this administration has gone too far with deportations of undocumented immigrants. The survey indicates that while immigration enforcement remains a defining issue, politically, more than half of respondents disapprove of the current scope and intensity of the crackdown. Their article frames the result as a sign of shifting public sentiment, with independents playing a significant role in the overall majority view. In Louisiana, a federal peer court has cleared the way for 10 commandments to be displayed in public school classrooms, according to the New York Post. The ruling allows the state law recording the repostings to move forward, at least for now, despite ongoing legal debate over whether the requirement violates the separation of church and state. The decision is expected to face continued scrutiny and could ultimately be appealed further. Internationally, Perth now reports that Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, may be compelled to provide information related to renewed scrutiny surrounding Prince Andrew. The article suggests that mounting legal and public pressure could lead to formal questioning, as investigations and media attention continue to circle around past associations. And portrays the situation as potentially escalating, though through formal outcomes remain uncertain. The Associated Press reports that Pacific Corp has agreed to pay $575 million to resolve federal government claims tied to wildfire damage in Oregon and California. The settlement addresses allegations that the utilities equipment contributed to devastating fires. The payment aims to compensate for damage to federal lands and resources, marking one of the more significant financial resolutions connected to the recent Western wildfire litigation. Also from the Associated Press, Utah's Supreme Court has rejected an appeal seeking to overturn the state's congressional district map, which includes a Democrat-leaning district. Republican lawmakers have challenged aspects of the ruling that left the current map in place. With the appeal denied, the existing congressional boundaries will stand for upcoming elections unless further legal action changes the outcome. The New York Post reports that the Justice Department has swiftly removed a lawyer selected by judges to serve as a top federal prosecutor in Virginia office that previously pursued cases connected to the head of this administration. The firing comes amid tensions between judicial appointments and executive authority, highlighting ongoing friction over control of key prosecutable positions. Finally, the Post-Millennial reports that D.C. Water spent approximately $520 million on diversity, equity, and inclusion-related contracts before a massive sewage spill released an estimate of 300 million gallons of wastewater into the Potomac River. The article questions spending priorities in light of infrastructure failures, framing the incident as both an environmental and administration controversy. Today's sources come from 58% say Trump administration has gone too far with undocumented immigrant deportations, The Hill. Federal court clears the way for 10 commandments to be displayed in Louisiana classrooms, New York Post. Toxic Fergie may be forced to share truth about Andrew, Perth now. Pacific Corp to pay $575 million to resolve federal government's claims over wildfires in Oregon, California, Associated Press. Utah Supreme Court rejects appeal to overturn congressional map with Democratic-leaning district, Associated Press. Justice Department swiftly fires lawyer chosen to replace Trump's attorney as federal prosecutor, New York Post. D.C. Water spent $520 million on DEI contracts before massive Potomac River sewage spill, the Post-Millennial. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye-bye.